the weekend approaches, the sporting world is gearing up for an electrifying lineup of must-watch events, where legends are made, records are broken, and champions rise to the occasion. Whether it's the pulse-pounding intensity of the English Premier League showdown between Arsenal and Manchester City, the tactical brilliance of the Six Nations Rugby Championship, or the precision-driven battle on the greens at Pebble Beach, this weekend is set to deliver high drama and unmissable action. But the stakes aren't just high for the players. Viewers and betting enthusiasts alike are looking to gain the winning edge with sharp insights, expert analysis, and well-informed predictions. From the NFL Pro Bowl and NBA matchups to the high-speed action of Formula One's Bahrain Grand Prix, this guide will break down the key clashes, provide historical context, and highlight the factors that could determine victory. Whether you're a seasoned bettor or a passionate sports fan, our in-depth previews and expert forecasts will help you make informed decisions as you enjoy the weekend's sporting spectacle. Buckle up, because the road to glory starts now. Premier League Showdown: Arsenal versus Manchester City, a battle for supremacy at the Emirates. The English Premier League is set for a monumental clash this Sunday, February 2nd, 2025, as Arsenal hosts Manchester City in a match that could significantly shape the title race. With both teams vying for domestic dominance, this fixture carries immense weight, not only in points but also in prestige. Arsenal, under the leadership of Mikel Arteta, has been a formidable force at home this season, while Pep Guardiola's Manchester City boasts a remarkable away record, making this encounter a true test of tactical brilliance and resilience. On paper, this game is more than just a battle between two elite squads. It's a meeting of contrasting philosophies. Arsenal's youthful dynamism and structured defensive play have been the backbone of their resurgence, whereas Manchester City continues to thrive on their intricate passing sequences, relentless pressing, and ability to break down even the most compact defenses. With City's attacking arsenal, featuring the likes of Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, and Kevin De Bruyne, the challenge for Arsenal will be to neutralize their offensive firepower while exploiting spaces left behind by Guardiola's high-pressing system. Team form and key players to watch. Arsenal enters this fixture in strong form but faces significant challenges in terms of squad depth and injuries. Their latest 1-0 victory over Wolves demonstrated their ability to grind out results, but there were visible cracks in their attack, particularly in the absence of Bukayo Saka, who remains doubtful for this game. Arsenal's recent defensive solidity, led by William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, will be crucial in containing City's high-octane attack. In midfield, Declan Rice's ability to break up play and transition quickly into attack could be the key to unlocking City's defensive vulnerabilities. Manchester City, on the other hand, comes into this match on the back of a commanding 3-1 victory over Chelsea, a game in which they showcased their ruthless efficiency in front of goal. Erling Haaland's return to full fitness means Arsenal's backline will have to be at their very best to prevent the Norwegian striker from adding to his already impressive goal tally. Rodri and Bernardo Silva will play vital roles in dictating the tempo, ensuring City dominates possession while minimizing Arsenal's counter-attacking threats. One of the most intriguing battles will be in midfield, where Arsenal's Martin Odegaard and Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne will look to orchestrate their respective teams' attacking movements. Both players are known for their vision, creativity, and ability to produce match-defining moments. The question remains, who will shine brightest under the Emirates' floodlights? Head-to-head record and tactical breakdown. Historically, Manchester City has had the upper hand in recent meetings between the two sides. In the last 10 Premier League encounters, City has won 8, with Arsenal securing only 1 victory and the other ending in a draw. This statistical dominance speaks volumes about Guardiola's ability to outmaneuver his former assistant Arteta on the big stage. However, Arsenal's performances this season suggest they are no longer the underdogs, and playing at home provides them with an opportunity to rewrite the narrative. Tactically, City's fluid attacking play will test Arsenal's defensive organization. Expect Guardiola's side to dominate possession, with fullbacks João Cancelo and Kyle Walker pushing high up the pitch to stretch Arsenal's shape. Arsenal, in response, may look to exploit City's high defensive line through Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard, who have the pace and technical ability to capitalize on fast transitions. Set pieces could also play a significant role in this contest. Both teams have been effective from dead-ball situations this season, with Arsenal relying on the aerial presence of Saliba and Declan Rice, while City boasts the crossing precision of De Bruyne and Foden. Given how tight these fixtures have historically been, a moment of magic from a set piece or a defensive lapse could prove decisive. Prediction and expected outcome. With City's superior away form and depth of talent, they head into this fixture as slight favorites. Guardiola's men have consistently found ways to grind out results in tough fixtures, and their ability to score from multiple attacking sources makes them a nightmare to defend against. Arsenal's chances largely depend on their ability to stay compact defensively and transition quickly when opportunities arise. A 2-1 victory for Manchester City seems the most plausible outcome, considering their attacking superiority and history of success against Arsenal. However, if Arsenal can absorb the pressure and capitalize on their counter-attacking opportunities, they might just pull off an upset in front of their home fans. Regardless of the result, football fans are in for a thrilling spectacle at the Emirates. With title implications at stake, expect an intense, high-energy battle that could leave a lasting impact on the Premier League standings. Six Nations Showdown, France vs. Wales. Can Les Bleus dominate in Paris? As the 2025 Six Nations Championship kicks off, all eyes will be on Stade de France this Saturday, February 1, 2025, as France hosts Wales in what promises to be a high-intensity encounter. With both teams eager to make a strong start in the tournament, the stakes are high, but France enters this clash as the clear favorite. Armed with a formidable squad, home advantage, and an impressive track record in recent years, Les Bleus are expected to set the tone for their championship campaign. For Wales, however, this fixture represents an opportunity to upset the odds and prove their resilience against one of the world's best teams. Historically, the France-Wales rivalry has been fiercely contested, with both teams enjoying periods of dominance. Over their last 10 encounters, France has secured 6 victories, while Wales has managed 4 wins, demonstrating the closely fought nature of their past meetings. However, recent performances suggest that France has taken the upper hand. Their Grand Slam triumph in the 2022 Six Nations and their deep run in the 2023 Rugby World Cup have cemented their status as one of the top rugby nations. With Fabien Galthié at the helm, France has evolved into a team that combines power, speed, and tactical intelligence, making them a nightmare for any opponent. Key players in tactical battle. France's squad is brimming with talent, and their ability to control the pace of the game will be crucial in this fixture. The return of Antoine Dupont, widely regarded as the best scrum half in the world, provides Les Bleus with a dynamic attacking weapon capable of unlocking any defense. His vision, quick decision-making, and sniping runs around the ruck will pose serious problems for Wales' defensive setup. Alongside him, fly half Romain Ntamak will be responsible for orchestrating France's backline, ensuring smooth transitions between forwards and backs, while keeping Wales guessing with his pinpoint kicking game. In the forwards, France boasts an exceptional pack led by Gregory Aldrit and Paul Willemse. Their ability to dominate in the scrums and lineouts will be instrumental in controlling possession and forcing Wales onto the back foot. The French pack's aggressive counter-rucking will also look to disrupt any attacking momentum Wales tries to generate. With home advantage, expect France to apply relentless pressure early on, forcing errors and capitalizing on turnovers. Wales, meanwhile, faces an uphill battle, but should not be underestimated. Under new head coach Warren Gatland, the Welsh side has been in a rebuilding phase, incorporating younger players while retaining key veterans like Dan Biggar and Taulupe Faletau. If Wales is to challenge France, they will need a near-flawless defensive performance and a strong kicking strategy to relieve pressure. Biggar's ability to manage the game from fly half, particularly with tactical kicking, will be crucial in keeping France pinned in their own half and limiting their attacking opportunities. The handicap challenge and match expectations. France's dominance in recent years has led to bookmakers setting a negative 7.5-point handicap in their favor, meaning they are expected to win by at least 8 points for this prediction to hold. Given their average winning margin of 12.5 points over Wales in their last 4 meetings, this appears to be a reasonable expectation. France's ability to score quickly through their dynamic backline, coupled with Wales' struggles in defensive organization against high-paced attacks, suggests that the hosts have a strong chance of covering the spread. One of the biggest factors in this match will be discipline. France, despite their attacking brilliance, has been prone to conceding penalties in crucial moments. If Wales can capitalize on these errors and convert their penalty kicks into points, they could keep the game tighter than expected. However, France's home advantage and superior squad depth give them a distinct edge in what is expected to be a fast, physical contest. Prediction: France to win comfortably. While Wales will undoubtedly put up a fight, the gap in form, squad quality, and tactical execution heavily favors France. Expect Le Bleu to dictate the tempo early, dominate the set pieces, and exploit space in Wales' defensive line with their fast, expansive style of play. A final score of 28-16 in favor of France seems like a plausible outcome, with the home side covering the negative 7.5-point spread. If Wales struggles to contain Dupont and the French attack, the margin could be even wider. This match will not only serve as a statement of intent from France, but also as an indication of whether Wales has what it takes to challenge the top-tier teams in this year's Six Nations. Rugby fans, brace yourselves. This is set to be a thrilling battle in Paris. AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am Final Round, Scottie Scheffler's Top 5 Chase. The prestigious AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am reaches its dramatic conclusion this Sunday, February 2, 2025, as the world's top golfers battle it out on one of the most picturesque and challenging courses in the sport. The final round promises high-stakes action, with Scottie Scheffler emerging as one of the prime contenders to secure a top 5 finish. With 11-2 odds backing his success, the American star returns from injury, determined to reclaim his dominance on the PGA Tour. For Scheffler, this tournament is more than just another stop on the tour. It's a statement opportunity. After missing the early part of the season due to a lingering injury, the former Masters champion has been working tirelessly to regain peak form. His steady rise through the leaderboard in the first 3 rounds indicates that he has shaken off the rust, and with the final 18 holes set to be played in high-pressure conditions, Scheffler's composure and experience will be key to securing a top 5 spot. Scheffler's strengths and course challenges. Few courses test a golfer's all-around game quite like Pebble Beach golf links. Its narrow fairways, small greens, and unpredictable coastal winds make it one of the most technically demanding courses on the PGA Tour. Historically, players with strong iron play, strategic course management, and an elite short game have thrived here, qualities that make Scheffler an ideal candidate for success. The Texan has built a reputation for precision ball striking and an ability to navigate difficult conditions, ranking among the tour's best in strokes gained on approach shots. His proficiency with the mid to short irons will be essential, especially on signature holes like the par 3 7th and the par 5 18th, where accuracy and shot placement can make or break a round. A key statistic that supports Scheffler's chances is his career scoring average at Pebble Beach, which sits at 69.8 strokes per round, one of the best in the field. This indicates a strong level of comfort with the course layout, even in adverse conditions. If he maintains his greens and regulation percentage above 70%, expect Scheffler to stay in contention throughout Sunday's final round. Field competition and historical trends. The Pebble Beach Pro-Am has seen several surprise winners in past editions, but elite players tend to rise to the occasion. Recent champions include Jordan Spieth, Patrick Cantlay, and Justin Rose, all of whom possess consistent ball-striking ability and a sharp short game, traits that Scheffler also shares. However, competition remains fierce. World number 1 Rory McIlroy, defending champion Tom Hoge, and former winner Dustin Johnson are all in the hunt, meaning Scheffler will need a bogey-free front 9 to set the tone early. Given that 5 of the last 7 winners have ranked inside the top 20 in putting statistics, the biggest challenge for Scheffler may lie on the greens. If he can convert putts from inside 10 feet consistently, a top 5 finish is well within reach. Another critical factor to consider is historical course trends. Players with a strong third-round performance at Pebble Beach tend to carry momentum into the final round. Scheffler's solid 4-under-par third round puts him in the perfect position to capitalize on Sunday, provided he can maintain his scrambling efficiency, a skill that has saved him from trouble multiple times this tournament. Prediction: Scheffler secures a top 5 finish. The odds favor Scheffler, and so do the statistics. His proven ability to thrive under pressure, strategic shot selection, and history of performing well at elite tournaments make him one of the safest bets to finish inside the top 5. If he avoids costly bogeys and keeps his putting performance at a competitive level, expect to see him comfortably inside the leaderboard's upper tier by the time the final putt drops. A T3 or solo 5th-place finish seems like a realistic outcome considering his iron play, ball control, and mental resilience. With Sunday set to deliver tough pin placements and swirling winds, Scheffler's shot-making precision and veteran experience could give him an edge over younger, less experienced competitors. For golf fans and betting enthusiasts alike, Scheffler remains one of the smartest picks for a top 5 finish at Pebble Beach this weekend. Whether he can turn that into a shock victory remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: he's back, and he's ready to contend on the biggest stage once again. Boston Celtics versus New Orleans Pelicans, a high-stakes NBA showdown. The Boston Celtics and New Orleans Pelicans are set to face off in a thrilling NBA clash on Friday, January 31, 2025, in what promises to be a defining moment for both teams at this stage of the season. With Boston in top form and New Orleans looking to make a statement, this matchup has all the ingredients of an intense, hard-fought battle. However, the Celtics enter as favorites, with their elite defense expected to neutralize the Pelicans' explosive offense. As the race for playoff positioning heats up, expect a fast-paced, physical contest at the TD Garden. Boston has been one of the best defensive teams in the league this season, consistently shutting down high-scoring opponents with their disciplined rotations and suffocating perimeter defense. Meanwhile, the Pelicans, led by their high-flying offense, will rely on their ability to push the tempo, dominate in transition, and capitalize on second-chance opportunities. While New Orleans has the firepower to keep up, their defensive vulnerabilities and inconsistencies against top-tier teams could be their undoing. Boston's defense, a nightmare for opponents. One of the biggest reasons behind the Celtics' dominance this season has been their defensive efficiency. Anchored by Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Defensive Player of the Year candidate Jrue Holiday, Boston boasts the second-best defensive rating in the league, allowing an average of 104.8 points per game. Their ability to switch seamlessly on defense, contest shots, and force turnovers has made them a nightmare matchup for offensive-heavy teams like the Pelicans. A key factor in this game will be Boston's ability to contain Zion Williamson, who has been the Pelicans' most dominant force in the paint. Williamson is averaging 27.3 points and 8.7 rebounds per game, using his power and explosiveness to bulldoze defenders in the low post. However, Boston's interior defense, led by Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford, has been one of the best in the NBA, limiting opponents to just 43.2 points in the paint per game. Expect double teams and physical play to slow down Zion's production and force New Orleans to rely on their outside shooting. A risky strategy against a Boston team that closes out on shooters better than almost any other squad. Another significant challenge for the Pelicans will be Boston's ability to force turnovers. The Celtics average 8.5 steals per game and rank in the top 5 in opponent turnovers, meaning New Orleans must take care of the ball if they want to remain competitive. If Boston can disrupt passing lanes and generate fast break opportunities, they could quickly take control of the game. New Orleans offense. Can they overcome Boston's pressure? The Pelicans' offense, led by Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum, has been one of the more unpredictable units this season. When at their best, New Orleans can light up the scoreboard, ranking 7th in the NBA in points per game, 140.9. However, their ability to execute in the half-court offense against elite defenses has been a major concern. A critical matchup to watch will be Brandon Ingram versus Jason Tatum. Ingram has been the go-to scorer for the Pelicans, averaging 24.1 points per game, but he will have his hands full against Tatum, who is not only an elite scorer, 28.3 ppg, but also a strong perimeter defender. If Tatum can limit Ingram's mid-range efficiency and force him into tough contested shots, it will severely disrupt New Orleans' offensive flow. New Orleans' three-point shooting has been inconsistent at best, hitting just 35.8% from deep, ranking them 18th in the league. Against a Boston team that allows the third fewest three-point makes per game, the Pelicans will have to rely on ball movement and cutting to generate high-percentage looks. This will require strong performances from C.J. McCollum and Trey Murphy III, who must step up as secondary scoring options if the Pelicans want to keep pace. Prediction: Boston's defense secures the win. While the Pelicans have the talent to push Boston to the limit, their offensive inconsistencies and struggles against elite defenses make it difficult to see them pulling off an upset. The Celtics have too many defensive weapons, a superior half-court game, and a home-court advantage, making them the clear favorites in this matchup. Expect Boston to control the tempo, force New Orleans into bad shot selections, and capitalize on turnovers to generate easy transition buckets. Tatum and Brown will likely carry the offensive load, while the Celtics' lockdown defense keeps Zion Williamson and Ingram in check. Final prediction: Celtics 112, Pelicans 101. Boston secures a comfortable double-digit victory, extending their winning streak and proving once again why they are one of the best teams in the NBA. If the Pelicans fail to adjust to Boston's defensive schemes, this game could be decided by the third quarter. Expect the Celtics to keep rolling toward the playoffs, while the Pelicans will need to regroup and adjust for future matchups against top-tier competition. NFL Pro Bowl 2025, AFC versus NFC, a clash of stars in Las Vegas. Football fans are in for a spectacle of elite talent and high-energy action as the 2025 NFL Pro Bowl games take center stage on Sunday, February 2, 2025. The annual exhibition match pitting the AFC against the NFC has evolved over the years into a showcase of skill, strategy, and pure athleticism, where the league's top players gather to compete in a star-studded, offense-heavy battle. This year, the AFC enters as the favorite, backed by a more experienced roster, loaded with Pro Bowl veterans and some of the most dominant playmakers in the league. The NFC, while boasting youthful talent and speed, will need to overcome their experience gap and find ways to outmaneuver the AFC's seasoned stars. With bragging rights and personal accolades on the line, expect high-flying touchdowns, jaw-dropping catches, and creative play calling in what promises to be a thrilling showdown in Las Vegas. The AFC advantage: experience, depth, and star power. One of the biggest reasons why the AFC is favored to win this year's Pro Bowl is their unmatched depth and experience at key positions. Led by a veteran quarterback trio, the AFC offense is expected to be sharp, dynamic, and explosive from the start. Players like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow have all excelled in high-pressure situations, making them a nightmare for any defense, even in an exhibition setting. The AFC's receiving core is just as lethal, with Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Devontae Adams providing elite route running and speed. Expect deep ball connections and highlight reel catches, as these receivers look to make their presence felt early. The offensive line, featuring Quentin Nelson and Creed Humphrey, gives the AFC quarterbacks the protection needed to execute deep throws, making the passing game their biggest weapon. On defense, the AFC is equally stacked with veterans, including pass-rushing superstars like Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, and T.J. Watt. Their ability to pressure NFC quarterbacks and force quick decisions will be crucial in slowing down the opposition. Additionally, the AFC secondary, featuring Sauce Gardner and Minkah Fitzpatrick, has the playmaking ability to disrupt any offensive momentum the NFC tries to build. NFC's counterattack: can young talent steal the show? While the AFC boasts experience and a deeper roster, the NFC enters with a roster filled with rising stars and electrifying playmakers. The NFC's success will largely depend on how well their quarterback trio, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, and Dak Prescott, can handle the AFC's defensive pressure. If they can avoid costly turnovers and capitalize on scoring opportunities, the NFC has the weapons to keep this game competitive. Offensively, the NFC will look to exploit the AFC defense with their versatile running backs and speedy wideouts. Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley bring dual-threat capabilities, making them dangerous in both the running and passing game. Look for screen passes, outside runs, and trick plays designed to put these playmakers in open space. On the receiving end, Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb provide big playability, capable of changing the game with just one explosive play. Defensively, the NFC is young but hungry, featuring a pass-rushing duo of Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa, both of whom can wreak havoc in the backfield. The key for the NFC will be disrupting the AFC's passing rhythm. If they can force turnovers or key stops in the red zone, they could shift momentum in their favor. Prediction: AFC to win in a high-scoring shootout. The NFL Pro Bowl is known for its offensive fireworks, and this year's matchup is unlikely to be any different. With minimal defensive pressure and a focus on entertainment, expect both teams to rack up touchdowns quickly. However, the AFC's quarterback depth and veteran presence provide them with a distinct advantage. A projected final score of 42-35 in favor of the AFC seems like a reasonable outcome. The combination of Mahomes' playmaking, Hill's speed, and a relentless pass rush should give the AFC just enough firepower to pull away late in the game. While the NFC's young stars will undoubtedly put on a show, experience wins in the end. Expect Mahomes or Allen to take home the Pro Bowl MVP honors as the AFC extends their dominance in the annual showdown. Las Vegas is set for a weekend of thrilling action, and this game will be the ultimate celebration of football's biggest stars. Dallas Open 2025, can the top seed dominate the hard courts? The ATP Dallas Open is set to kick off from February 1 to 9, 2025, and tennis fans are in for a thrilling week of world-class action as some of the best hardcourt specialists gather to battle for the title. With the top-seeded player coming into the tournament as the heavy favorite, all eyes will be on whether they can live up to the expectations and capture the championship. Given their favorable draw, consistent performance on hard courts, and impressive recent form, the odds suggest a dominant campaign for the top-ranked contender. As one of the key stops on the ATP 250 circuit, the Dallas Open has quickly gained recognition as an ideal proving ground for players looking to fine-tune their game before the bigger ATP 500 and Masters 1000 events later in the season. Historically, the tournament has been dominated by powerful servers and aggressive baseline players, thanks to its fast-playing indoor hard courts. The top seed, with a proven ability to thrive in these conditions, will be looking to capitalize on their superior skill set and favorable path through the draw. Top seed's advantage, a favorable route to glory. One of the biggest reasons why the top-seeded player is tipped to win is their advantageous draw. Unlike lower-ranked players who must navigate tricky early-round matchups, the top seed typically receives a first-round bye, allowing them extra rest while scouting potential opponents. This not only gives them a physical advantage, but also provides valuable time to adjust to the court conditions. Moreover, the fast hard courts at the Dallas Open play into the strengths of aggressive baseline players and big servers, two qualities the top seed possesses in abundance. Their ability to dictate rallies early and control points with a powerful first serve will be critical in securing dominant victories throughout the week. Given that 70% of previous Dallas Open winners have been ranked inside the top 10 in service points won, this tournament tends to favor players who can hold serve efficiently and capitalize on short rallies. Another significant factor in their favor is the lack of multiple top 10 competitors in the field, meaning they will likely avoid playing highly ranked opposition until the final rounds. If the top seed can maintain their usual level of consistency and aggression, their pathway to lifting the trophy appears clear. Potential challengers. Who can stop the top seed? Despite the top seed's strong odds, the ATP Tour is always unpredictable, and there are a few players in the field who could potentially cause an upset. Past editions of the Dallas Open have seen rising stars push elite players to the limit, and this year will be no exception. One of the key challengers could be a hard-hitting American player, eager to capitalize on home support and familiarity with indoor hard-court conditions. Given the proximity of the tournament to the U.S. Open Series, several young Americans have historically performed well in Dallas, using it as a stepping stone to climb the rankings. Another possible obstacle for the top seed could be a dangerous floater in the draw, an unseeded veteran with a history of giant-killing performances. These types of players, particularly those with a strong return game and fearless mentality, have often troubled higher-ranked players in early rounds. If the top seed has a slow start or struggles with rhythm, an experienced challenger could exploit any weaknesses. Prediction: will the top seed live up to expectations? Given the historical trends, court conditions, and the favorable draw, it is hard to look past the top seed as the tournament's best bet for victory. Their proven hard court record, dominant service game, and experience in high-pressure moments all point to a deep run and a likely title-winning performance. If they can avoid early-round lapses and maintain their aggressive play style, a straightforward path to the final seems likely. Expect them to rely on their first serve and baseline consistency to neutralize any potential challengers and cruise to victory. A final scoreline of 6-4, 6-3 in the championship match seems a likely outcome, with the top seed proving too strong for any opposition. While surprises are always possible, the statistical and tactical advantages favor the top player to lift the trophy in Dallas. For tennis enthusiasts and bettors looking for a high-probability outcome, backing the top-seeded player to win the tournament appears to be one of the smartest picks of the week. As the Dallas Open unfolds, all eyes will be on whether the tournament favorite can live up to the hype and claim another title on the ATP Tour. Red Wings vs. Oilers, a high-scoring thriller on the ice. As the Detroit Red Wings take on the Edmonton Oilers this Thursday, January 30th, 2025, hockey fans can expect a fast-paced, offense-driven showdown that promises plenty of goals. Both teams have been in scoring form, and with their high-powered offenses set to collide, the over 6.5 total goals prediction seems like a strong bet. Given the teams' track records of high-scoring matchups, their aggressive offensive styles, and dynamic power play units, this game is shaping up to be a must-watch for anyone who enjoys end-to-end action. With the playoff race heating up, both teams will be eager to secure crucial points, and that urgency could translate into plenty of offensive fireworks. The Oilers, led by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, are among the NHL's most dangerous attacking teams, while the Red Wings, under the leadership of Dylan Larkin and Alex DeBrincat, have developed into an exciting offensive force. With both teams averaging well over 3 goals per game, this matchup has all the makings of a goal fest. The case for over 6.5 goals. High-octane offenses collide. A quick look at the stats confirms that this game could be one of the highest-scoring encounters of the week. The Edmonton Oilers rank among the top 3 teams in the NHL in goals per game, averaging 3.7 goals per contest, while Detroit isn't far behind at 3.4 goals per game. Combine those numbers with 2 struggling defensive units, and it's easy to see why the over 6.5 total goals bet is an attractive option. In their last 5 meetings, these 2 teams have averaged a combined 7.2 goals per game, consistently surpassing the 6.5 goal mark. Their most recent clash saw a 5-4 Oilers victory in overtime, highlighting both teams' ability to find the back of the net with ease. With the Oilers boasting the league's most lethal power play, converting at 29.8%, and the Red Wings countering with a top 10 power play unit of their own, special teams will play a major role in determining just how high the scoring goes. Goaltending also plays a significant role in why this game is likely to be a high-scoring affair. Edmonton's Stuart Skinner has had an inconsistent season, posting a save percentage of just .899. While Detroit's Ville Husso has struggled against elite offensive teams, conceding 3.2 goals per game on average. With both goalies vulnerable and facing some of the league's most deadly shooters, expect plenty of pucks to hit the back of the net. Team form and players to watch. Edmonton Oilers. offensive juggernaut, the Oilers' offense runs through Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, two of the most dynamic playmakers in the game. McDavid's speed and vision make him a nightmare for opposing defenses, while Draisaitl's lethal one-timer and ability to dominate power plays give Edmonton an edge in high-scoring matchups. Beyond their superstar duo, Edmonton has received solid contributions from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman, adding secondary scoring depth that keeps defenses from focusing solely on McDavid and Draisaitl. With a team shooting percentage of 11.2%, third best in the NHL, the Oilers have been capitalizing on scoring chances at an elite rate. Detroit Red Wings, a team on the rise. The Red Wings have quietly emerged as one of the league's best offensive teams, thanks to the combination of Dylan Larkin, Alex DeBrincat, and Lucas Raymond. Larkin remains the engine of the offense, using his speed and playmaking ability to create chances, while DeBrincat, a proven goal scorer, has been lethal on the power play. Detroit's offensive depth has been a major factor in their success, with emerging stars like J.T. Compher and David Perron providing reliable production. The Red Wings' commitment to an aggressive, fast-paced style makes them one of the most dangerous counter-attacking teams in the league, capable of turning defense into offense in the blink of an eye. Final prediction: expect a goal-heavy affair. Given the offensive firepower on both sides, the shaky goaltending, and a history of high-scoring encounters, this game has all the ingredients for an over 6.5 goals result. Expect both teams to push the tempo, create high-danger scoring chances, and capitalize on power play opportunities. A final score of 5-3 in favor of Edmonton seems like a likely outcome, with McDavid and Draisaitl leading the charge, while Larkin and DeBrincat keep Detroit competitive. Whether you're a fan of fast-paced hockey or looking for a smart betting option, this matchup is primed to deliver plenty of goals and non-stop excitement. Women's Ashes 2025, Australia poised to dominate in opening T20 clash against England. The Women's Ashes series returns with an electrifying opening T20 match between England and Australia, set to take place on Saturday, February 1, 2025. As one of the most fiercely contested rivalries in women's cricket, this match is expected to set the tone for the rest of the series. With both teams boasting world-class talent, the stakes are incredibly high, but it's Australia who enters the match as clear favorites. Given their recent dominance over England and their psychological edge in high-pressure situations, the Aussies are well positioned to start the Ashes series with a victory. Australia's supremacy in women's cricket over the past decade has been nothing short of extraordinary. With a near-unbeatable squad, featuring a blend of experienced campaigners and rising stars, they have consistently outperformed England in major tournaments. Their recent T20 head-to-head record against England is heavily in their favor, and with a proven ability to handle pressure on the big stage, they are expected to assert their authority early in the series. Why Australia holds the edge. Australia's success in women's cricket has been built on a dominant batting lineup, disciplined bowling attack, and unmatched fielding standards. Players like Alyssa Healy, Beth Mooney, and Elise Perry bring a wealth of experience, providing stability and firepower at the top of the order. Healy, in particular, has been a match winner on numerous occasions, often dismantling opposition attacks with her aggressive stroke play in the power play. In the bowling department, Megan Schutt, Jess Jonasson, and Ashley Gardner lead a well-rounded attack capable of adapting to different conditions and match situations. Schutt's ability to swing the new ball makes her a threat up front, while Jonasson's left-arm spin has historically troubled England's middle order. Gardner, a genuine all-rounder, provides control in the middle overs and is equally capable of turning the game around with the bat if needed. One of Australia's biggest advantages lies in their winning mentality. Having secured multiple ICC trophies and dominating in bilateral series, they possess an inherent belief in their ability to come out on top in crunch moments. This psychological advantage over England has often been visible in tight matches, where Australia has consistently held their nerve and executed their game plan to perfection. England's challenge: can they overcome Australia's dominance? Despite Australia's supremacy, England remains a formidable side with the talent and depth to challenge their arch-rivals. The home side will be banking on Nat Seaver-Brunt, Heather Knight, and Sophia Dunkley to lead the charge with the bat, while their spin duo of Sophie Ecclestone and Sarah Glenn will play a crucial role in restricting Australia's power-packed batting order. One of England's biggest concerns has been their inability to break Australia's strong partnerships early in the innings. The Aussies have often built solid foundations in the power play, which allows their middle order to capitalize later in the innings. England's bowlers must find ways to take early wickets, particularly targeting the in-form Alyssa Healy and Beth Mooney, who have been instrumental in Australia's past victories. England's best chance lies in their batting aggression and fearless approach. If players like Danny Wyatt and Alice Capsey can go hard in the power play, it could put Australia on the back foot. However, England will need to be clinical in their execution, as Australia's bowling attack is known for striking at crucial junctures. Prediction: Australia to continue their dominance. While England will have the advantage of home conditions and passionate support, Australia's experience, squad balance, and winning pedigree make them overwhelming favorites. Their ability to handle high-pressure situations, execute plans efficiently, and maintain composure in crucial moments puts them in a commanding position ahead of the first T20 match. Expect Australia's top order to fire early, setting a strong platform for their middle order to capitalize. On the bowling front, their disciplined attack is likely to keep England's batters in check, making it difficult for them to post or chase a massive total. A realistic score prediction could see Australia posting around 160-170 runs if batting first, while England may struggle to reach the target against the Aussie bowling attack. If chasing, Australia is well equipped to pursue totals with confidence, given their proven record in T20 run chases. Final prediction: Australia to win the first T20 by 25 to 30 runs or chase down a target with 4 to 5 wickets in hand. For England to pull off an upset, they must strike early with the ball, build partnerships in the middle overs, and avoid collapses under pressure. However, with Australia's proven match winners stepping up on the big occasion, expect them to take an early lead in the Women's Ashes and continue their dominance in the format. Pegasus World Cup 2025, White Abarrio poised for a top 3 finish. The Pegasus World Cup, one of the most prestigious events in American horse racing, is set to electrify Gulfstream Park on Saturday, February 1, 2025. Featuring some of the finest thoroughbreds in the sport, this Grade 1 race offers not only a massive purse, but also high stakes for bettors and racing enthusiasts alike. With an elite field set to compete over 108 miles, all eyes will be on White Abarrio, a proven performer on dirt, who enters the race as one of the top contenders with 3-to-1 odds to secure a top 3 finish. With speed, endurance, and tactical race management playing crucial roles, White Abarrio's experience on Gulfstream's dirt track and past success in major races make him a formidable presence in this field. Given his consistent ability to place well in top-tier races, the odds are in his favor to at least finish among the top 3, if not make a serious bid for victory. Why White Abarrio is a strong bet for a top 3 finish. White Abarrio has built a reputation as a highly reliable competitor in elite races, particularly on fast tracks. His record at Gulfstream Park is impressive, having previously won the 2022 Florida Derby over the same course, showcasing his affinity for the surface and distance. Given the track conditions and his past form at Gulfstream, he is well positioned to challenge for a top finish. Recent performances further strengthen his case. In 2024, White Abarrio demonstrated remarkable consistency, finishing in the top 3 in 4 of his last 5 starts. His ability to stay competitive, even against top-class opposition, indicates that he has the stamina and finishing speed required to remain in contention in the final stretch. Another key factor in White Abarrio's favor is his adaptability to different race scenarios. Whether he sets the pace early or stalks the leaders before making a late charge, his tactical versatility gives him a distinct advantage. With an experienced jockey and a strong racing strategy, expect him to be positioned well as they enter the final furlong. Challengers to watch: a competitive Pegasus field. While White Abarrio is among the top picks for a podium finish, The competition in the 2025 Pegasus World Cup is fierce. Several speedy frontrunners and strong closers will make this an exciting and tightly contested race. Among the biggest threats is Cody's Wish, another highly touted horse with a strong closing kick. Known for his late race surges, Cody's Wish could challenge White Barrio down the stretch if the pace is fast early on. If the frontrunners tire out, Cody's Wish could capitalize and finish ahead of the pack. Additionally, National Treasure, a horse that thrives on setting a quick pace, could be a major factor in how the race unfolds. If National Treasure pushes the pace early, it could force White Barrio into a tough decision, whether to chase or conserve energy for a late burst. Despite these challengers, White Barrio's consistency, track familiarity, and ability to adapt give him a solid edge over most of the field. If he gets a clean trip and avoids traffic issues, he is well positioned to secure a top 3 finish, if not, push for a surprise win. Prediction: White Barrio to finish in the top 3. Given his 3-1 odds, proven track record, and ability to perform under pressure, White Barrio is one of the most reliable choices for bettors aiming for a smart wager. His past performances at Gulfstream Park, tactical flexibility, and strong finishing ability make him a safe bet to place in the top 3. A likely race scenario could see White Barrio sitting just behind the early leaders, conserving energy before making a strong push in the final stretch. Expect a final time around the 1:48.50 mark, with White Barrio securing second or third place in a tight finish. While an outright win is possible, the depth of competition means a top 3 finish remains the most reasonable expectation. Given his strengths on this track and strong recent form, backing White Barrio for a place bet, finishing in the top 3, is a smart strategy for those looking for a solid return on investment. Racing fans and bettors alike should prepare for an exhilarating Pegasus World Cup, with White Barrio expected to be one of the standout performers in this elite field. Whether he clinches victory or settles for a top 3 finish, his presence alone guarantees an exciting showdown at Gulfstream Park. Bahrain Grand Prix 2025. Can Driver X secure a top 3 finish? The Formula One season kicks off in spectacular fashion this Sunday, February 2, 2025, with the Bahrain Grand Prix, an event that has consistently delivered thrilling battles and defining moments. As the first race of the season, Bahrain sets the stage for the months ahead, giving teams and drivers the opportunity to assess their early season form, gauge competitiveness, and establish momentum. One of the biggest talking points heading into this year's edition is Driver X's chances of securing a podium finish. With a strong track record at the Bahrain International Circuit and impressive preseason performances, Driver X has all the attributes necessary to challenge for a top 3 spot. Given the unpredictable nature of the season opener, where teams are still fine-tuning their strategies and reliability remains uncertain, a measured yet aggressive approach could see Driver X emerge as one of the standout performers of the weekend. Why Driver X is a strong podium contender. Bahrain has historically been a track that rewards drivers with precise tire management, strong braking ability, and consistency in race pace. The circuit features 15 corners, long straights, and heavy braking zones, making it one of the most demanding tracks in terms of tire wear and fuel consumption. Drivers who excel in racecraft, overtaking, and tire preservation tend to thrive under Bahrain's tough conditions, an area where Driver X has repeatedly excelled. Looking at past performances, Driver X has an exceptional history at Bahrain, having finished on the podium multiple times in the last few seasons. His ability to extract the maximum from his car under high degradation conditions, combined with his expertise in handling low-grip surfaces, makes him a serious contender for a top 3 finish once again. Furthermore, preseason testing results have been encouraging, with Driver X consistently featuring at the top of the timesheets and showing improved one-lap and long-run pace. If these indicators translate into strong qualifying performance and a competitive race strategy, securing a podium finish is a realistic expectation. Key challenges and rivals to watch. Despite his strong track record and positive preseason form, Driver X will face stiff competition from a stacked field of elite drivers, all aiming for a strong start to the season. The current reigning champion, along with multiple race winners, will be in the hunt for a victory, making the fight for the top 3 highly competitive. A critical challenge will be managing tire degradation, especially in the latter half of the race. Bahrain's abrasive asphalt is known to be tough on tires, and drivers who push too aggressively in the first stint often struggle with grip levels in the final laps. Driver X's race strategy must be carefully balanced between aggressive overtaking and tire conservation to ensure he has enough performance left for the closing stages. Another factor to consider is potential safety cars or virtual safety car periods, which have frequently played a role in shuffling race orders and impacting strategy calls. With the possibility of late race drama, Driver X's team will need to be prepared to make quick strategic decisions to capitalize on any unexpected opportunities. Prediction: Driver X to secure a top 3 finish. Given Driver X's track record, recent form, and Bahrain's characteristics, the odds favor him securing a top 3 finish. A likely race scenario could see him qualify in the top 5, use a strategic pit stop approach to gain positions, and then hold off challenges in the final laps to secure a podium spot. A realistic finishing position for Driver X would be 3rd place, with a race strategy focusing on maximizing tire life, executing undercut opportunities, and making decisive overtakes. If conditions remain stable with no major disruptions, he has all the tools and racecraft to battle at the front of the pack. With the 2025 Formula One season kicking off in Bahrain, all eyes will be on Driver X to see if he can convert his strong preseason form into a statement result on the podium. Whether he can push for an even higher finish remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: he will be one of the most exciting drivers to watch when the lights go out on Sunday. Winning smart: essential safety tips for sports betting success. Sports betting is an exciting way to engage with your favorite sports, offering an additional layer of thrill as you analyze matchups, statistics, and potential outcomes. However, to sustain success and minimize risk, bettors must adopt a strategic and disciplined approach. While betting can be lucrative, the difference between a smart bettor and a reckless one often lies in their ability to manage risk, focus on value, and maintain financial discipline. For those looking to maintain their winning streaks while safeguarding their bankrolls, 3 key safety tips can make all the difference. Diversifying your bets, focusing on value, and managing your bankroll wisely. By implementing these principles, bettors can enhance their chances of long-term success while avoiding common pitfalls that lead to financial losses. Diversify your bets. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. One of the most effective ways to mitigate risk in sports betting is through diversification. Just like in investing, putting all your money on a single event or betting market exposes you to unnecessary risk. By spreading your wagers across different sports, leagues, and bet types, you reduce the impact of a single loss while increasing your chances of consistent returns. For example, instead of placing all your funds on one Premier League match, consider also wagering on a rugby fixture, an NBA game, or a golf tournament. If one bet doesn't go as planned, the others may balance out potential losses, helping you maintain a steady betting portfolio. Another effective way to diversify is by mixing bet types. Instead of only betting on match winners, explore other options like over-under goals, handicaps, player performance bets, and prop bets. By doing so, you increase your chances of winning on different outcomes rather than relying solely on one prediction. Smart bettors also adjust their strategies based on seasonal variations. For instance, during the off-season for football, it makes sense to shift focus to basketball, tennis, or Formula One, ensuring a steady stream of betting opportunities year-round. Focus on value bets. Betting smart, not reckless, winning consistently in sports betting isn't about chasing high odds or making emotional bets. It's about identifying value bets. A value bet occurs when a sportsbook undervalues the probability of a particular outcome, giving the bettor an advantageous position to capitalize on mispriced odds. For example, if an informed team with strong statistics is given higher odds than expected due to a recent narrow loss, that could be a value bet. Instead of blindly following the favorite, analyze match history, team form, injuries, and playing conditions to spot when the odds don't align with the actual probability. Understanding implied probability is another essential skill. If a bookmaker offers odds of 2.50 on a team to win, it means they believe the team has a 40% chance of winning, since 1 divided by 2.50 equals 0.40. If your analysis suggests the team has a 50% or greater chance of winning, the bet holds value, and it may be worth placing a wager. Avoiding impulse bets on favorites or chasing losses is key to maintaining a disciplined betting strategy. The best bettors are those who remain patient, seek opportunities based on data, and avoid making bets out of frustration. Manage your bankroll. Bet responsibly to stay in the game. Even the most expert bettors experience losses, which is why proper bankroll management is crucial for long-term betting success. Without a well-structured betting budget, even the best betting strategies can lead to significant financial trouble. The golden rule of bankroll management is to never bet more than you can afford to lose. A common approach among seasoned bettors is the 1 to 5% rule, where no single bet exceeds 1 to 5% of their total bankroll. For instance, if your total betting budget is $1,000, keeping each bet between $10 and $50 helps minimize potential losses and prevents emotional decision-making. Another important practice is tracking every bet. Keeping a record of wins, losses, bet types, and stake sizes allows bettors to analyze trends, refine their strategies, and identify areas for improvement. Many successful bettors use spreadsheets or bet tracking apps to monitor their performance over time. Lastly, avoiding reckless betting habits such as all-in bets, doubling down after losses, or chasing losses is critical to maintaining financial stability. The goal isn't to win every bet, but to make smart, calculated decisions that yield profit over the long run. Final thoughts. Winning in sports betting requires strategy, not luck. Sports betting isn't just about predicting winners. It's about analyzing data, making informed decisions, and managing risk effectively. By diversifying bets, focusing on value, and practicing disciplined bankroll management, bettors can maximize their chances of sustained success while minimizing unnecessary losses. At the end of the day, betting should be enjoyable, strategic, and financially responsible. Those who approach it with a long-term mindset and well-thought-out tactics will outlast those who bet purely on emotions or hunches. A winning streak is built over time, not in one weekend. So bet smart, stay disciplined, and enjoy the thrill of the game responsibly. Final thoughts. Stay smart, stay ahead, and keep winning. As we wrap up this sports coverage, one thing is clear. Staying informed and making strategic decisions is the key to long-term success in sports predictions. Whether you're tracking the latest football clashes, high-stakes horse races, F1 showdowns, or thrilling basketball matchups, the right insights can make all the difference in your winning streak. This session has provided you with expert analysis, key match predictions, and essential betting safety tips, ensuring you're equipped to make smart, calculated moves. Diversifying your bets, focusing on value, and managing your bankroll wisely are not just suggestions. They are the foundations of successful betting. Now it's time to take action. Subscribe to my YouTube channel below if you haven't already to stay updated on the latest sports news, betting strategies, and expert breakdowns. Follow me on TikTok for quick insights and real-time updates on trending matches. Share these channels with fellow sports enthusiasts to help grow this thriving community. Most importantly, join the conversation by leaving a comment below. Which match are you most excited about this weekend? What's your prediction? Let's keep the discussion going. Thank you for being a part of this growing community. Your support, engagement, and passion for sports make this journey even more exciting. Stay sharp, bet smart, and keep winning. See you in the next update.